Sending your kids to college for the first time can be stressful for both parents and students, but there are some things you can do to make the transition a little easier. Joining us this morning with some advice is licensed social worker and president and CEO of Daniel Memorial, Jim McClark. And this is something parents and kids have to start thinking about because it's almost time to get back to college.
That's right. You know, everybody thinks, okay, the child has been accepted and they're going to college and everything's okay, but there's still some anxiety and other issues that are going on. And it's always good to talk about those because, again, when you have conversation, that kind of eases that boogeyman that's in the closet.
I told you that I went to college. It was my first day. My parents stayed for a couple nights just to make sure I was okay. They dropped me off at the library, said goodbye, and I was tearing up like, you know, like you wouldn't believe, because it is stressful. You're away from home.
You're away from home and you're learning new things. You're learning new people. It's like a new job. Will they like me? Will they not like me? So it is a very anxious period of time. And your parents did a great thing. I often encourage parents, if you can spend that first day. Now, you're not going to walk around campus with them the whole time, but maybe you'll have dinner at night or something like that. It's a great period of transition. And one of the things that right now parents can do is go over the budget with the child. Make sure that everybody thinks, well, the tuition is paid and everything else. Well, there are incidental costs that will happen. And this is a great time to help start preparing your teen in terms of their budgetary skills. So have them write down, what are the expenses that you're going to think that you're going to need? Put it in black and white. And there's lots of different mechanisms now that parents can use by depositing once a week or every 2 weeks, depending on how responsible your child is as it relates to that budgetary spending habit. Because there's going to be a lot of credit card vultures on campus, and you really want to establish right now you will not take out another credit card. And I encourage parents that one of the things that they need to do with their child, with their budgeting, is maybe do it once a month. Have them deposit it once a month or once every 2 weeks, again, depending upon what their skill level is.
What if your kids are calling and, you know, they're telling you they don't like it, they miss home, this isn't for them? How long do you give it as a parent? Because you can't rush them out of there after just a week or 10 days.
That's right. You really can't. And typically in the first 30 days, that's when there's the most anxiousness is going to come about. And kids, I have heard many conversations with parents saying, well, they want to come home. They don't like it there. Well, I say, listen and delay. Listen and delay. Usually after they get through that first 30 days, you're not going to have a lot, you're not going to hear a lot of those other things, but listen and delay. And which is right now a good time too. Talk about the extracurricular activities that they may be engaged in. Getting children or your young teens involved in other things other than that rigorous academics is always a good thing, which is why fraternities and sororities are so popular.
All right. I remember my mom said the first month I called every day, 2 times a day, 3 times a day. But then after that, of course, you're getting acclimated. You're calling less and less. All right. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it. If you'd like more information on this topic or other family-related issues, you can head to news4jax.com, click on the Scene on 4 tab, and look under our weekend headlines.